Virgo, hello. This is going to be your November reading. Hope everybody's doing good. Okay, so this is going to be about love, but you could take it as general. So we're going to get right into your reading and see what's coming out. So right now we have the Eight of Rings. Okay, see what's coming towards you in November. Oh, it looks like you're closing out some cycles here for the month of November. The world is some type of lesson that is completing, okay? I feel like whatever this is with the Eight of Rings, this is just telling me is that you have this determination about you. This could be work or growth or something, okay? So there's a lot of positivity also. But I feel like you're closing out something because the spark kind of just went out with either love or just passion due to somebody showing you that they're been a little reckless or inconsistent, or not really showing, stability. So I am seeing that coming through, but the world is here to say that you learned something from this. Like the world doesn't just come in to say, you completed a cycle and that's it. The world comes in to say a cycle is closing. So this may be telling you that you finished with the past and you're ready to start a new chapter. And even though this feels more like a closure type of feeling, this is also going into something that is more stable in your life than unstable. Okay, so let's see. So what's going on? What is the message? We have Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles. This person's feeling left out in the cold. I feel like you are at a place where you're connecting with like-minded people or around people that, like a community of people that, I feel like you're focused more on the happy times right now, what you have, being grateful. And somebody here feels really left out in the cold by the situation. The challenge is that something started off as a wish fulfillment. Something that you desired at one point of something to follow through. So there's a wish, there's hope. There's okay, this feels like a dream come true. But it's now becoming a challenge because it's no longer seeing that wish being fulfilled. In the past, we have a relationship, marriage, some type of connection. This person feels some type of change after either some challenges, an argument, some conflict. There's some block here with this person's energy. There's a lot of fights and arguments around this person. I feel like they're trying to fight the universe here. They're trying to control how things go, but it's not going the way that they would hope. The sun is in the near future though, with the Seven of Cups. Okay. So we have the Empress. Okay, Virgo, I love the Empress energy. It is absolutely beautiful. You had this realization or wake-up call in the month of November. This is telling me it's about your happiness. It's about your fulfillment. It's about knowing your worth. You are seeing things in a more abundant way. Okay, something changes in this person's mind. They are trying to either what the heck is going on? Why is this cycle closing? I feel with this person in their thoughts, they're just something's changing and things are not turning in their favor. It's turning in your favor. As you can see, judgment, making a choice for your happiness, for your life, right? For your growth. So let's see what's happening. Why are they so conflicted? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing them feeling left out in the cold. I mean, this could have already happened or you guys are in the process of this happening, but it just feels like November is bringing in a lot of beautiful change and realizations to you and a lot of happiness. And the Empress is all about growth and expansion. And you sitting in your throne, just knowing you're not chasing, you're attracting things naturally. So Three of Cups. Oh, you went through a tower with this person. You got the clarity you needed. So in the month of November, a lot of you guys may be already feeling the rumble of a connection due to somebody's inconsistency, due to somebody's behavior. Okay, you're about to, once you get this clarity, it's there's no going back. There's no seeing things differently. You got it. You saw it. It's divine intervention. So some of you guys may have hesitated to leave this connection, and the divine is like, well, let me help you. Let me show you the truth, because someone may be pulling you backwards. Okay. 5 of Pentacles can represent financial loss, feeling abandoned, feeling lonely, out in the cold. Yeah, 2 of Wands, the Sun. This person is feeling hesitant in their energy of making a wrong choice. They're thinking very negative and very sad. I feel like this person knows that they are coming in pretty selfishly with that 4 of Coins. I also feel like this person knows that you're kind of choosing yourself right now whenever this happens. But really, they do look at you as a wish, but they didn't invest or give you enough for you to choose them, because you chose yourself because they weren't giving. The Sun is saying that things are like, they are very sad. They feel down. They don't see the light right now. They're very, very unhappy. Okay. So that's what the Sun is representing here. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see this. 3 of Coins. Yeah. The reason why it's so hard to work on this connection, or for things to work out with this person, was because of the 3 of Coins. They weren't a good team player. They weren't able to compromise or be able to, respect boundaries or have this grow in a very solid way. I feel like it was a fight to express yourself and your needs without them being, or set healthy boundaries without them being crossed. I feel like this person wasn't willing to understand you. It feels like they promised a lot of things and they never really follow through with what they were doing. Even texting or calling back, it's like they weren't very, they never really kept their promises. So it was really hard to build a foundation with this person. I do see a lot of love in the past though. I do see, but the Devil's here. This seemed like a very strong, intense bond that you had with this person for sure. And it feels like even though there was love here, even though there was a want to make something work, the Devil's coming up in the reverse to tell me is that you had to break away regardless if there was emotion still involved. Okay, I feel like there was you just kind of wanting to break away from the toxicity, break away from the pattern. There's a lot of things that you knew that this person, you needed to free yourself from. You needed to reclaim your power back in some way because there was some unhealthy relationship or patterns or however, where you just couldn't sit in it anymore, even though you continued to love this person. So what is the Wheel of Fortune? The Sun. This person is so unhappy with the change. They are regretting walking away. They're regretting their decisions. They're feeling like nothing is going their way. You have to understand, when a person has an Empress in their life and the Empress is giving Virgo, you're giving this person all of your love, all of your time, all of your energy, willing to work with them, willing to, create a more stable environment with them and compromise and build. And this person is not willing to do that, instead not following through, not adding or doing their part. And you're the Empress already coming in with that much. This is not easy. The Empress cannot be replaced. That is a love. Like someone's going to be chasing the ghost of you forever because of what you gave to them in this connection. They are unhappy. They are feeling stuck in a cycle. They're feeling regret walking away. They regret not fighting. They regret a lot of things. And that's just the truth. Anybody, and even in reality, not just within tarot, people are going to regret doing that to the Empress. No one's going to love the way that you love. 5 of Wands. What's this? Oh my goodness. Someone lies are catching up to them. Things are stuck. Things are stagnant. They are stuck in the 10 of Swords. This person is at a place of being stagnant, of things ending. They are fighting with an ending here with you. if part of them wants to confess, like that's what they want to do, but they feel so stuck. Like they can't really see past things. It's like they want to move forward, but there's no communication. It feels like when it comes to your guys' like lives, this person's not able to commit. This person's really hitting rock bottom here. I feel whatever is happening in the near future, there is a sense of them kind of knowing, like not, okay, this is what I feel. I feel like this person is stuck in this perspective where they want to confess things, they want to talk, because they're hurting. But the thing is, they have a feeling you're not going to be very nice to them with the Queen of Swords. They feel you going so cold. And they're like, even though there's a lot of reminiscing about the past, and it looks like when they mess up, they retreat. And then they start reminiscing. And then there's fighting about like, what can I do? I feel like there's nothing this person can do. And they're coming to that realization of this. The Ten of Swords is feeling a complete painful ending. And somebody's lies catching up to them. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse is cut off energy in the near future. It's like breakup and moving on. Dang. It's so sad to see that it feels like whoever this is, they're suppressing their emotions and in their head and not doing the right thing. So this is their karma. That's why things are turning in your favor and things are not turning in theirs. Honestly, to really tell you the truth, this person may be getting cut off by multiple people, not just you. I feel like this, whatever this Three of Swords is, this is the ending. This is a breakup. This is like a lot of pain. And the Knight of Wands is just telling me is that they're going to be carrying this pain with the same energy of inconsistency. So they're not really healing or releasing this. They're moving with it. So they're taking all of this pain with them right now because no one is giving them that validation or that feeling of like forgiveness right now. Even though you could be forgiving them silently, it's like they don't know that. So they're walking around here with a broken heart. They're carrying a lot of emotions, and I feel like this is somebody who doesn't like to face things when they're caught. Once they're caught and once people already seen the lies and already everything's been exposed, I feel like this person feels like there's no way of coming back from that. And it feels like it may be a pattern of theirs to just carry this pain into other places and other other situations. But I see this person more like in a delusional kind of world. I feel like whoever this is, they're not someone that, I feel like if they do come towards you, they're going to come in with a broken heart. They're going to come in with not really knowing what they're feeling. Not really giving you an answer, like a straight answer, because they're not healing. They are broken. And it's hard for someone like this when the truth is already revealed to admit the truth to themselves, because that's why the Tower came through. It had to reveal the truth because this person wasn't telling the truth. So what makes you think they're going to tell the truth now? This is why the Tower came, because they've been avoiding of anybody finding out things about them or about the situation. So when I see so the outcome, it shows the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and a Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck, Justice, right? Queen of Cups in the reverse, and 8 of Swords. Where this is leading, and it's like a bitter type of sweet thing, is there's a lot of emotional confusion and, like I said, wishful thinking. This person's not thinking clearly. They're torn between all these options and feelings and fantasizing about like what they want to do, but not ground in reality of what was right to do. There's like a heartbreak. There's like a lot of separation. There's pain here. Okay, so there's a lot of unresolved wounds in here. There's heartache, misconnections. There's so much regret. And this is restless energy, inconsistent action. This is like someone who talks and plans, but then struggles to follow through. This is how they are. So it's not, it's all temporary movement. It's never steady and committal. And that's where this is leading. And I kind of feel really sad because it's like underneath it all, this person's just struggling emotionally to regulate their emotions and being responsible. This person needs to be responsible so they can do the right thing and go down the right path in their life. And they're not doing that with, not just in the situation, just with life in general. So I feel like right now, this person, or in the month of November, this person is too emotionally scattered. They're trapped in their own confusion, and they're not able to make a clear, consistent move anymore. And it just shows a very unstable and emotionally heavy energy. But justice does, eventually truth and fairness will surface. Okay? It's just, they don't know what to do in the month of November. This is so odd. They are filled up with so much regret. You have been too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Yeah, that's exactly it. So they move a little bit, and then it's a temporary momentum. So temporary movement while they're holding all this pain, and then they go back and they feel the pain and they try to move forward, but they're not really moving forward. They're moving in circles in fantasy land. So but you're not too difficult to handle. You are everything that any person with a stable, clear-minded person would want. Okay? You wouldn't be too difficult to of course you're too difficult to handle from a knight. A knight is inconsistent. Even a king is going to have struggles handling an empress. I mean, it's not even about handling. It's about just being your person, being your piece, building together. You need an emperor. You need someone that, and male or female, you need someone that's your equal, that's going to level up with you and not be all over the place. And I feel that's where this awakening is coming from. It's like, and I say it's sad for this person because it seems like this is something that even the divine knows they struggle with. It's not even something like, that's why they're protecting you and they brought you the truth, even though it didn't feel good at the moment or feeling good, but you've learned a lot from this about yourself and what you will tolerate and won't tolerate with this situation. Okay, please don't move on. I don't feel like this person ever wants you to move on. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you. Duh, anybody would be grateful to meet an empress, and that's how you have to look at yourself. Honestly, this person is just very confused and doesn't know how to be consistent and stable. And they may talk a lot, but don't do really anything. They pretend to be someone else. Thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling. Please be patient with me. Oopsies. That was a lot. All right, Virgo, let me grab 3 more cards and then we'll get some advice. As more time passes, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. I think the world of you, and jealous and possessive. I'm intimidated by you. Heck yeah, you are. You're free. I'm telling you, you're the Empress. You have gone through all the experience. You're on your throne now. You have learned a lot in your life. You're experienced. You have a lot going for you. You had an awakening. The divine's on your side. This person can't see clearly. They can't even see what ahead straight. You can. You know exactly where you're going in your life. That's the Empress. The Empress knows. You know, it's just embodying and knowing that you're the Empress. And I always say that when I see that card, but I already see you doing that because, I mean, come on, you're happy, you're growing. This is like happy family, happy life. Okay, I love this. This person's, it was just not up at your level. And that's the truth. They haven't done the inner work or are able to do what they need to do to keep the momentum going and be consistent and grow and learn and evolve. Sadly, they're staying the night. Find your roots and build a strong foundation. I love that. Carefully consider your options, Spirit's saying. A situation gradually improves and take the high road. Take the high road. This is where it's leading. You're having an awakening. Okay? The truth will come out. You will get the justice that you deserve. It's all going to come in. But right now, this person's too scattered and too confused to make any clear or any moves. Okay, that rhymed. But they're just... this person's, wherever they go, it's unstable. It feels heavy. But truth and so eventually truth and fairness will surface. Okay, and that's what I see. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you guys. I hope this message did help and bring some clarity to you. And if it did in any way, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, I do have personal readings. They're in the link in the description box below. God bless.